Alright, so we're going to talk about what a solenoid is. It's a pretty sweet word, but what exactly is it? Essentially, a solenoid is simply a long coil of wire that has many, many loops or turns, and that when you run current through it, based on the loop rule, it will produce a magnetic field on either end of the particular wire. Now this is again one that's fairly hard to picture at times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to explain it a little bit. But if you've got current in the wire flowing this way, then we've got a loop down here. If I use my curl rule, my thumb goes down and my fingers curl through the loop. Okay. On the other end, okay, the current comes out this way, which means my fingers would go through the middle of the loop out towards the right. Okay, now that's very awkward to do in this video, but what it essentially means is that you create a spot where the field is going in through all these loops and coming out the other side, which basically produces a magnetic field with a north end on this side and a south end on this side. Okay, you can think of it as the magnetic field is really the sum of all the fields due to each loop. Okay, therefore there is a fairly simple equation for it that says the magnetic field is equal to the permeability of free space. Okay, here you've got the current. N represents the number of loops of wire that is in there, and then L is the length. So the more loops you can get in a shorter distance, the bigger the field is going to be. Okay, or if you can crank up the current. These are directly related. Number of loops is directly related, inversely proportional to the length. Okay, so I just need to introduce you guys to the idea of a solenoid. Okay, and then we'll start talking a little bit more about, well, what exactly is it good for down the road.